This is my first multi-day print, and I'm going to tell you the story. Alright, so after printing several prints, a few failed prints here and there, eventually it got to the point where I had lots of different scraps. Scraps like pieces of filament that either didn't work out right or were failed prints, etc. And I looked up, I don't know if you've checked recently, but the cost of waste baskets, or just baskets in general, are fairly expensive on the internet. If you go on Amazon, check out these other sites, you could see a simple plastic waste basket ranging from $20 and based on the size, even more expensive or higher. So this also brings a great point. I want to give 3D printing a try, see what I could take a crack at. Now I found this STL online, and I'll link it in the comments below. I'll link it in the description below. And with this 3D print was upscaled to 250 percent. So one thing is, I didn't realize a few things, which is how thick it would be and how much filament it would require. So this required about 1 pound-ish of filament to get as far as I did. I was not able to complete the print because it snapped halfway. The filament snapped halfway. I'll probably come back sometime in the future and see if I can add on to the print. There were supposed to be two or three more levels to this print with a finished brim. So I may come back at a later stage and reprint this, continuing on with the previous print. If you look inside, you'll see that there is a trash can sign. And just to give you a sense of how thick this is, the brim at the bottom is fairly thick and substantial. Took at least 2 hours to make on its own. But each one of these is intricately designed. I really like the design. I think it would work really well for a small cup holder. What I would have done differently is probably make it much thinner. So if you made it much thinner, you could probably get away with less filament. And since the structure is so solid, it could probably be twice as thin as it is right now. But yeah, this print took approximately 48 hours so far. But like I said, if I had tried a few other things, it probably would have worked smoother. But this is an item that you could create. A lot of people who are making vases or vases, I don't think they're thinking of making trash cans to sell or ship. So this is an item that you could definitely print for a profit, especially if you start to make intricate designs. This, for instance, this is just a wastebasket, but it could have been styled as a basketball hoop, for instance. Just an example. And that would have been a fairly simple change. All you would need to change up is the coloring of the filament to white and orange, and probably make the symbol on the inside like a basketball or the word score. So it's very easy to make those kind of changes. And it got me thinking, you could probably make different themed trash cans personalized. In the space that we're in right now, the caveat, or what makes it hard, is the design. So this particular design does not lend itself to vase mode in Orca Slicer. And vase mode is supposed to help make the prints go way faster. For instance, it might have only taken 2 hours or maybe 5 hours versus 48 hours, for instance. But there's a few other things that you could do. For instance, if you didn't have the openings here, you could still do designs on the top of it. You could do the fuzzy slicer and give it different texture. There's a lot of different interesting things you could do with this. And you could make it any size to where it's either a small wastebasket for an office, or a pencil holder or a cup holder, etc. and just vary how you want to design your first prints. But yeah, I just wanted to share one of the first prints that I made that took over 48 hours, my learnings from that, and probably what I would do differently. So yeah, this is something that you could print yourself, you could design yourself fairly easy, and yeah, put your own spin on it. If you do manage to have a better print that you design and you're able to snap it together to make a larger wastebasket, those could sell locally on Facebook Marketplace. Or if you manage to be able to ship it and make it thin enough to where you can ship it in a lightweight manner, you could probably be making upwards of $50 to $60 minus the print material cost and the shipping cost. So yeah, that's a potentially profitable business. Now, thing to note is you definitely want to use a different type of material depending on the usage. So this is definitely for indoor use. If you use something like PETG, SA, those might fare better outside for some people who have those outdoor trash cans. And there are many models online for the type of trash cans that a city might provide, for instance, with a top and cover and wheels that you could potentially recreate on your own or even upscale. But at that point, you're getting away somewhat from the build size that most 3D printers can handle. But it's up to you. It's up to your imagination and your creativity. But yeah, this is definitely a product or a item that you could definitely print for personal use, or create your own different versions and iterations or remixes and create a profit for yourself. Start a business. All right, thanks for watching. Love to hear from you. Leave your comments below. Excited to grow the channel and to produce more content. One of my main goals for this year, for 2025, is to put out 100 videos on 3D printing, sharing my 3D printing experiences. And coming up very soon, I'm going to be delving into the Bamboo Lab A1 printer. I'm doing my unboxing video, and a lot more is coming up to the channel. So make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video. Thank you for watching.